Afternoon, another deep dive into the Final Fault with Fifth Wheel Records, and we are going to look at live albums, specifically expanded live albums. These are not quite bootlegs, but they're not official either. So we're going to look at two of them today, and the first one we're going to look at is Black Sabbath Live at Last. This was released in 1980 by Patrick Meehan, the ex-manager of Black Sabbath. Specifically around the time that they were promoting Heaven and Hell with Dio, his debut with the band. This actually charted at number 5 in the British charts, but it is pretty bad in sound quality, and it doesn't really represent a full live show. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tracks on it, and the band tried to stop its release. Now, around 2002, that was expanded again and into Past Lives. Now, the first side A, is the Live and Last album remix, and side B is made up of radio shows and live shows in Paris and from Ashby Park in New Jersey, but it actually hangs together as a coherent live show, and it's really decent sound quality, and it's probably the closest we will get to hearing Aussie era live band at the time. I mean, the second hand, or the B, C and D side are Hand of Doom, Hole in the Sky, Simpson the Universe, Megalomania, Iron Man, Black Sabbath, NIB, Behind the Wall of Deep, and Fairies Wear Boots. So that's pretty good on its own. And then you have the Live and Last, Tomorrow's Dream, Sweet Leaf, Killing Yourself to Live, Cornucopia, Snowblind, Children of the Grave, War Pigs, Wicked World, and Paranoid. So that's pretty close to what a full Black Sabbath live show would probably sound like. It's very well packaged, it's got great sleeve notes, good pictures of the band inside. Well worth checking out, even though it's not an official release. Now, a band I'm a big fan of is the Groundhogs, and they're one of those bands we'll talk about in a later reel. 1971, they toured the Stones, who were recording live shows for the Prospective live album, and they actually recorded the Groundhogs. Mick Jagger personally handed Tony McPhee the live tracks from the lead show, and they were released as a promo called Live at Leeds. 1,000 copies went out. This is an Italian reissue. I've never even heard of anyone having a copy of the promo or even seen one, but this is what it sounded like, and there is, as far as I know, 5 tracks: Cherry Red, Garden, Split Part 1, Groundhog Blues, and Eccentric Man. Now, that was remixed into a live album, Hogging the Stage, to make it a coherent live show. Now, this is a weird one because it's 3 different shows. I think let me just double check that. Yeah, 1971 in Leeds, London 71, and Stockholm in 76. So there's different lineups actually, but it hangs together as a live album. It came with a little 7-inch as well. Really good track list. It's around the time of Thank Christ for the Bomb and Split, which we'll talk about in the next reel, and it also has some of the later stuff. But today, it's the only coherent live album by the Groundhogs, if you can call it that. So that's 2 versions of albums that were not quite bootlegs and not quite official, that actually worked out and came off very well indeed. Past Lives, I would say, is probably essential, and if you're a fan of the Groundhogs, I would say Hogging the Stage is probably essential as well. Or if you're just curious of the Groundhogs, I would start with some of their studio albums and work up to the live album. They're a band that have been covered by a lot of bands. Queens of the Stone Age, I think, have covered them. Soundgarden have covered them. Earthless have covered them. So they're a big influence on some of the grunge bands as well. So check out the Groundhogs. And if you like this content, like and subscribe. Fifth Wheel Records. Keep it final, keep it real.